Cancer, welcome. This is your 2025 predictions, and I hope you're doing amazing. Happy New Year. Thank you for stopping by. I've never done these kind of predictions. Again, with me as a reader, I can't say the actual agenda. I do normally love readings. Some readings have been very focused on love for the year. Others have been also, there's other things in focus. I just go with it, all right? So let's just see what is in store for you in 2025. Also, I always say this, prediction. I am not a psychic or kind of, you want to go take my word and go with it if it's good or bad or ugly. So you must think that's your year. Your future is the one that you manifest, and energies change constantly. But let's say, I would say that your sun, for those of you that are watching a yearly prediction, I would advise if it is your sun sign, because what comes up, I notice, is a bit more on the surface communication and how you will tackle things head on when it comes to, as a sun sign, I would say. Then the typical readings weekly is, whether it is your sun, moon, rising, it can resonate, because usually each week there's also a thread to these elements. So that's my advice, but suit yourself, Cancer. I'm going to shuffle here, and let's just start your reading. So it's asking me to continue shuffling. This is good. Cancer. Wow, the Empress, January. High Priestess, February. Eight of Cups. We have March. Three of Cups, April. Ace of Swords for May. The Hangman for June. The Queen of Swords for July. Two of Swords for August. Page of Pentacles for September. The Emperor for October. Six of Pentacles for November, and Ace of Pentacles for December. So Cancer, what I see for you here, you are going to have a wonderful year ahead. I feel you're starting off here with the Empress. January, spending time on your own vitality internally, externally. The Empress, you're trying to keep a very holistic view. So you are tending to your garden, tending to your body, attending to your mind. There is love in the air. There is a connection with someone as well that will grow throughout the year. With a High Priestess here, I feel that coming into February, some of you are going to start listening more to your higher self, and also putting it into action. So for some of you, that actually means there are someone that you will walk away from in March. Then we are moving into Pisces season. So you're making a tough decision perhaps, or just saying, let's celebrate also walking away, because that requires courage. It requires to not look back, because then you cannot look forward. So you're making very wise decisions here, following your spiritual path too, or following your own belief system here is very important. It's putting you on the path that you want to be on here in 2025. So really beautiful, strong energy for many of you Cancers. Very much about, it's like living your authentic self, living from your gut. Cancer represent also, it's very strong attachment to the gut. So maybe you're cleansing. It's something about really looking after yourself, really giving yourself the nutrition that you need. And for some of you here in May, we have the Ace of Swords. There's a breakthrough. There could be a contract. There's you sort of saying, okay, this is what I want to do now. Making like a very critical decision, signing papers. It's breaking news. I also feel here that as Cancer, you are going full in when it comes to a relationship. Many of you are deciding to progress with this relationship with the Two of Cups. You feel that, okay, this is the person I want to be with. This person gives me material security. This person, it feels like that's the spiritual journey or the journey that I want to be on. I feel really good and holistic, and like this is the right decision for me. But when it comes to I feel here when it comes to June, July, August, there will be it will be you moving into very sort of you have to do something, you're gaining perspective, all right, and you have to take a logical choice. But until now, you feel that this following your spiritual path, following your inner knowing have led you up until this point. But here you have to sort of speak up about the truth. It's like you have to tackle something head on, which might feel uncomfortable, let's say, as well, because it's the very sort of air-based, logical based. It's like you can't really ask anyone, you can't receive a confirmation if it's the right decision or if you're doing it how you should do it, if you will regret it, let's say. But it's just part of taking a risk as well. You're gonna do it anyway, even if it's uncertain. And I see that you, Cancer, I feel here that gaining perspective and then just going with the decision that you made, even though you feel uncertain, will here it will lead you to this new beginning, or accepting a proposal, or starting a course maybe, or it's something about it's a tangible situation. You aren't sure about it, but you're saying yes. But it's saying here in October, that it's the right decision. It's a strong decision. You will also receive abundance. You will have someone giving you abundance or give gifts here. I feel that you're moving into a wealthy relationship that is aligned with your higher self here. So very beautiful energy. You have already decided who you're walking away from during March, and you are celebrating. You're celebrating a chapter that you are leaving behind. And it's about not being afraid to just make a decision. You never know if it's the right decision. I mean, life is not always what is right, you know. There's some decisions that is obvious, right? And then there's others that is like, okay, I'm here, I need to make a decision. So let's just clarify then. I'm going to pull a card, so on each of these. So, all right, I feel here with the Empress, yeah, you are not making a decision in love. Here you are going through a major transformation. You could walk away or start a new relationship. So you walked away from an old one. This is you leaving the cups behind that you don't want, but you know there's one cup that you want that is going to be celebrated here. You are moving towards a new person, or this is definitely a romantic situation that you want to embrace. When it comes to a work situation, you are going to, it's like something you know very well. You are following the book, the recipe here as well. I feel here, Cancer, that all right, so towards the end of the year, you are going to accept an offer from someone. The underlying energies here is that you will make a decision here in February, actually. And as you make that decision, is you knowing that the cups that you've had in the past, you're not going to pursue them because there is a new soulmate union for you. Now, there could be someone that's showing up with a lot of passion, I feel here, and it's someone you meet in March. This will be, you know, it's like you're celebrating. There could be an engagement. There could be you planning the future. It could go a little bit fast. Someone is really speaking from the heart about what they want with you. So that's all happening here. I see for most of the year, you are leaving behind what isn't serving you early on in the year, and therefore the rest of the year for you is flowing. You will have actually a lot of opportunities, new opportunities, because you're making a bold decision here, Cancer. So well done, you. Now, I do see here, however, there could be two people in your life that will be fighting for you. And it's one person might If you are dealing with a father figure, this could be an Aries, or if you're dealing with a boss, or there is 2 offers of a boss, and then there's another one that is a strong financial offer. This could be 2 business opportunities. Where do you go? That you could feel a bit up in your head about that. It says here, Cancer, just go back to your purpose when you feel this way. I also see here something that you did invest in, or someone you did invest in. It was a failed investment. So you're going to have to say, okay, that I failed, that was a waste of time, I failed, I lost something here. But you will also say that was all right. It's like, oh, I spend a lot of time here. So it might be something that you are juggling for a minute. Maybe it's something about too many choices here. I feel, Cancer. Yeah. So it's like, you have to, it's when you do online shopping for the first time, all right, how many people don't get something they don't want, and then you don't know how to exchange it. It gets a bit painful. So something like that. You could indulge in choices, options, and you could be a little bit confused on it. Then suddenly there is this like, boom, I want to take control. I want to do this, all right. And then you might have to reject something, or you will lose something. There will be burning some bridges, basically, based on indulging in options. There will be someone around you not being happy about that, something like that. So you will then just accept here that, okay, I was stuck in my head, maybe thinking that I could please everyone, but that's not going to fly, basically. I would say, Cancer, you have one of the stronger readings when it comes to I feel here making decisions even if there is an emotional loss, in not being afraid, the fall, have courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. Don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. Someone is trying to hold on to you here, and maybe you're trying to please them. I wish I had treated you better. So someone will say that. Here we have the 6th house. I'll look that up, and we have the Year of the Dragon. So Year of the Dragon is, well, towards the end of, until the end of January, emotional loss. I feel here, Cancer, that you might be pre-grieving a situation almost, and you're saying, well, I'm not going to say yes to someone from the past. I'm not going to sit here and dwell over the situation. I made a decision. I'm moving forward. So because of that, there something you're celebrating is getting together. This could also be happiness in a work situation, whatever is the happy surroundings for you. So whatever you have around you, I would say that April is a really successful month, and someone here is going to be, it could be someone that is stepping into your life, is also like, I'm here, Cancer, look at me, I wish I treated you better, if you're dealing with a fire sign. And for them, if you say no, it's an emotional loss, but they might not even say that. So I feel here that you are just like, it could be someone you explore, but only to stick with someone that you already decided to pursue here, okay? So it might be something that, let's say if you are dating, you are dating, and that's part of the process of finding out what you want, you know, your goals, your wishes, who you want to be with. So you have to, there is not a, it's like you have to kiss a few frogs before you get the right person. And maybe someone that is asking you for commitment here as well, Cancer. Yeah. So you are also accepting emotional loss, and yeah, don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. Cancer as well. I know that you are often coming back to a past. It's almost like a repetitive, like it's in you, like to hold on to the past, or that you come back to the past at some point. It's almost like you are going full circle and even looking at your feelings from the past, because that's what the 8 of Cups is about. So it says here you do that as an overall view, but you know who you want to celebrate with. I don't really see you are actually you are making it, the toughest decision is in January. You are making a decision not to take action, and because you're not taking action, something will come to an end. Then you're opening up here. Someone is still coming back around to you. And I think that's when you are going to be faced with this, oh, I have a lot of options. Am I confused? Or is it the person that is attached to me from the past that is confused, and they are trying to pretend here that they are in full control and they are actually, trying to confuse me. Yeah. So I feel here for you, Cancer, that there could be a family, you have children, for instance, or you're dealing with someone, family and children. This is a twin flame. So you are sort of deciding here, it's like, okay, but if the practicality of the situation is so that this person is going to have to spend a lot of time with their family, and does it suit me? Is that what I want here? So you have to make, it's like, oh, okay, what options have I got? What choices have I got? Or is it what, more so the question is, why do you think you have the choices? So meaning that depends on what you view as choices. So that's individual, all right? And when it comes to that choice, because that sort of doesn't mean I like all the choices a little bit. Like you go to the shop and buy a dress and I'm like, okay, that's a red dress I want, but I know I want a short dress that is above the knee, but I just see so many different dresses everywhere. Suddenly every dress is red, but then it's like they're all long, but it's like, why am I seeing all the long dresses when I really want a short dress? So something like that. And you're like, why am I even looking at those then? Is it because it's red, or is it because I should wear a long dress? But you are like, but that's not what I want. So it is you going for what you want, not just what's nice and available to you. Finding your purpose with that, because you will have choices. You will have competition for you as well. But then you have to decide, what does it mean to you to be competed for, and what are they competing for? So you're going to be a little bit philosophical, Cancer. It's like, what's the meaning of all that? So it's almost like saying Christmas, before Christmas you do a detox, you realize your health is much, you feel great, but you actually just did the detox to maybe lose weight and to fit into a dress, but actually realizing you feel great. But then Christmas comes and you're supposed to eat cake, you're supposed to eat this, you eat it, and then you're like, I did indulge in it, but now I don't feel that good. Why am I indulging it? So you're questioning everything you do, and then you're like, but do I want to do it that way or that way? So it's very much of an analytical thing that you're going through here, Cancer. I also see that you are changing your path when it comes to love, or who is right for you. It's because you are opening up to the new in a big way. I see that your next relationship, Cancer, it is someone that you have a very good conversation with. You could have same interests, but it's intellectual more so than with passion. So you could have someone coming back and is like, well, I'm also intellectual, let's say, and you could suddenly feel like, oh wow, I have quite a few choices now. Actually, I would look at them. I will say yes for a date. So you could be doing that, which is where you should here. But I feel here when you come to October, you will have a choice. You will have someone offering you a commitment. This is someone that is straight to the point. There's no complications around them, let's say. They're very sort of direct, but they could be, you don't have that deep bond as you have maybe with the Emperor and the Empress. You're like, oh, we are the original couple, but why are you the original couple? Does this person have a family? Do you have a family? Why is it that you feel like you are the original couple, let's say? Then you are moving into November, where you are sort of up in your head. There's competition, there's celebration, there's you sort of sharing your energy, and it's saying to you, go back to, you're making a decision in February, Cancer, that has to do with a spiritual decision. It's giving you peace, and you know it's the right one. For most of you, it's definitely leaving behind all the cups that you've had until now, because you've tried them. You don't need to try the same. You have decided you're going to try a new cup, but someone will show up and give you the same cup, and you're like, so that it's there. But following your inner guidance here will still lead you or keep you on the path that you are already on that path. So it's like, is this person holding on to me, or am I holding on to them? So this is someone that doesn't make it easy for you to move away from them. So as we're moving out of the year of the dragon into the year of the snake as well, there could be something that isn't as obvious, because the year of the dragon makes everything very, very obvious, but you have already made a decision for you. You might sort of feel that you have to it's like difficult to explain others, but as long as you know you're making the decision for you that's right for you. So when it comes to your birthday month, so we have, sorry, April, May, June, so June, July here, you are getting down to business. You have gained the perspective. You're saying, okay, this is what I do. You are deciding what to do, what's best for you, and you are deciding that during your season, and that's what you should do. Because when you do that, you will not be too confused when there are choices, because the choices will be there. It's just that the obvious, it's like the obvious part of life in a way. I would say here, you will have like the end of the year for you in love is you really, like, you're going to be where you're supposed to be, Cancer. And because you're following your inner guidance here, and you will have this, it's a firm decision to follow your heart, who you want to be with, who you want to tell them you love them, and they will tell you the same here. All right, it's like really it's set in stone, and it's has to do with you already letting go of a past person or feelings from the past that you don't need to bring into 2025. Because if you do, you will then get into this nightmare situation. I picked that up in Pisces situation. Is something that is being avoided, and it will always come back to bite you in the ass. That's just how life is. It's about anything that we don't face head on. It will always come back to bite us in the ass because we avoid something that is uncomfortable. And the Six of House, sustainability, I'm going to look that up here. There is another, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm a bit disorganized. So we have the Sixth House. Let's just find that. Bear with me what that is here. I don't have my reading glasses on as well. So I don't know if yes, here we go. So I would say that the houses, look that up, what houses you have. And what it means is, I've done, mine is quite interesting, so I can't remember it by heart, but it's, if your chart were a village map, the sixth house would represent the central kitchen, gym, health clinic, and the dog park. So the sixth house speaks where you live out your daily habits, your work environment, your past, your mind, body connection, how you tend to your health. Work smarter, not harder. The opposite of a dysfunctional situation is a sustainable ecosystem. Make your life sustainable. Look at the time, resources, love, care, sweat you put into your life and assess whether you are putting as much in as you get out and whether you're receiving as much as you put in. The input and output have to match. So maybe not every day, but certainly every week or month, or you cannot sustain the long haul. So it is concerning your daily work. You might be forced in, I would say in July, to really work smart. So worrying can give you the illusion that you're taking care of business, but it does not further your goals. So it's like, if you're worrying about something, you're like, oh, I'm spending so much time worrying on it, I'm not doing anything about it, so, but I can't do anything else. So you can create a beautiful and sustainable ecosystem out of your life as you pursue a delicious, healthy work-life balance. Look at that. So I would say here, in the beginning of the year, Cancer, you seem to have a plan. You seem to have the right ingredients. And if it's something that Empress, she does very well, it is to have the balance between giving, receiving, and being very open. She is very much holistic. She is very much following both the tradition, the inner knowing, and it's like setting everything, in stone, in a sense of like what is required to sustain the ecosystem. And everyone almost in life at some point will get off balance and try to cut corners. That's just a human nature. But it looks like here, Cancer, during 2025, you will actually show a really good example to yourself, to your loved ones, to the world, what that means, what the work-life balance means, what you also spending time with your loved ones, spending time with someone you love. You are no longer spending time with someone that just wish they treated you better. You are no longer even spending time, let's say, talking about or having this sort of rage, almost like, if they treat me better, like it's almost like you're very peaceful during 2025. You make the decisions, you live out the decision you make, and you hold yourself accountable for it. You're trying to improve your life as you move through the year. And again, because you are dealing with things head on, as it's mentioning in the 6th house, that you are, at least every week you look at the input output, because if you do, that is going to match your goals, even though it could seem like an uncomfortable and sort of, oh, I don't want to do that eye for detailed thing. I want to just keep my eyes closed, go with it, and as long as I'm a good person, but you really are looking at everything that you want, because the Empress, she knows what she wants. She's not just getting that from doing nothing. There's not an assigned role to her saying that you are the Empress, anything goes. She's the Empress because she takes care of everything. And it is hard choices. Some are maybe very difficult as well. It's not taking too long to gain perspective. It's not, trying to sit back and relax. It's just, okay, I made a decision, I'll do it. If it's a bad decision, let's just do it anyway. And then, it was meant to happen. So, but I see here, Cancer, you're going to have a really wonderful year. Really enjoy yourself this year. And this love story that will here unfold for you. It's a blended family as well. Some of you, there's 4 kids. I feel it's a blended family, like you just know and can trust each other, that it works. It's very open, honest. It could be someone living overseas. This is also a very abundant relationship. Very, like, it's, I would say that it's like a power couple, but still a power couple here that is bringing love in. It's not about the flash car, so let's just drive around in them and show them off. It's very much coming from the heart as well. So, well, I think anybody should wish they were a Cancer this year, 2025, because you have a fabulous year ahead. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you very soon, Cancer.